Good day everyone. We are going to discuss about the epistemological beliefs. Let's start with what is epistemology. So when we say epistemology, this refers to the theory of knowledge, especially with regard to its methods, the validity and scope, and the distinction between justified beliefs and opinion. So when we say epistemology, it's not just merely beliefs, but these are specifically justified beliefs. So it does not only capture the uh, simply with the study or the relationship of a person with their study, but also it also includes the nature, the scope, the limitations of knowledge of a person, which enables the person to ground their personal reflections. Also, epistemology talks about the relationship between the mind and the difference of the mind and the reality, exploring how we acquire, how we justify, and also how we understand our beliefs about the world around us. So there was a an expert who said that epistemology is not just merely about the acquisition of knowledge, but also about the understanding on how the process of knowledge acquisition. The word epistemology is derived from the Greek episteme, which means knowledge, and logos, which means reason. And as I've said a while ago, um, epistemology is referred to as the theory of knowledge. And when I say epistemological beliefs, these are the cognitions or the understandings of individuals they have on knowledge, and knowing determine how knowledge is perceived and processed. Again, epistemology does not only focus on individuals having understanding about certain things, but also um, it includes how an individual process a certain idea or a certain belief, on how he acquired such information. Epistemological beliefs are important predictors for the quality of reflective thinking processes. That is according to Fisher in 2014, and thus may play an important role in the ability to construct a scientific explanation. So, according to this statement, epistemological beliefs are also essential in terms of the learning process of a student, because it enables them to think or to have a reflective thinking or to have a self-reflection. So the epistemological beliefs can play an important role in shaping the educational practices. And by understanding the core topics in epistemology, teachers or the educators or the curriculum makers can enhance their instructional strategies to create or to foster a more um, inquiry-driven approach to learning, to more student-centered learning approach. Say, for example, by understanding these kinds of knowledge can help the educators or the teachers to encourage students to question and believe and engage in critical thinking. What, if I'm not mistaken, it was Dr. Samuel Thompson. He said that by introducing epistemology inside the classroom or in the classroom setting, teachers or the educators can able students to question their assumptions, to explore more alternative viewpoints, and also to construct um, more accurate, or let's say well-founded beliefs. And because of that, this can allow for more personalized and effective teaching approaches. Let's say, for another example, a teacher can adapt or may adapt a lesson plan based on the basic beliefs or the prior knowledge of their students, which may or which will lead to the increase of relevance and effectiveness of the instruction of the teachers inside the classroom. There was a study that was published in the Journal of Educational Psychology, which states that students who were taught to understand and question their beliefs and knowledge exhibited a 30% increase in their learning outcomes. So, by allowing the students to think critically because of the support of the epistemological or the concept of epistemological beliefs, again, it increases the learning outcomes of the students as supported by that study. By applying or by integrating the varied views and epistemological beliefs and incorporating those beliefs into the teaching methodologies of teachers and educators in the classroom setting, um, it can not only enrich the learning experience of the students but also enhance their students' critical thinking abilities and also the overall academic performance of the students. By that, we can or educators can nurture a generation of learners who are not just um, information consumers or information users, but also discerning or by making knowledge creators types of students. Today, in the 21st century learning, we are more student centered than before. So, applying epistemological beliefs is already is easier because we're already providing our students more real world examples, and by giving them these examples, um, it can make epistemological concepts more tangible and relevant to the students.
And now I'll be discussing the tools used to assess the assigned effective target of epistemological beliefs. Epistemological beliefs refers to an individual's approach towards knowledge, including how knowledge is required, justified, and structured. Here are some tools commonly used to assess epistemological beliefs. So the first is epistemological beliefs questionnaire. This questionnaire, developed by Hoover and Pintrich 1997, assesses individuals' beliefs about the nature of knowledge, the rule of evidence, and the justification of claims of knowledge. So it consists of several subscales, including structure, certainty, and source. Respondents are asked to rate their agreement with various statements related to the subscales on a Likert scale. The EBQ provides valuable insights into individuals' epistemological beliefs and can help educators and researchers understand understand how these beliefs influence learning and teaching practices. And the second one is epistemological beliefs about mathematics. So this instrument, developed by Moyes, Bayer, and Sparrow 2006, focuses specifically on individuals' beliefs about mathematics. So it assesses beliefs related to the nature of mathematics, the rule of proof, and the importance of understanding versus memorization. Respondents are asked about uh, respondents are asked to rate their agreement with various statements related to these aspects on a Likert scale. So the EBM provides insights about or provide insights into individuals' belief about mathematics and can help also educators and researchers understand how these beliefs influence learning and teaching practices into mathematics. The third one, epistemological beliefs about science. This instrument, developed by Lederman, Abdul Kal, and Bell 2002, assesses individuals' beliefs about the nature of science, the rule of evidence, and the importance of several subskills, including empirism, rationalism, and constructivism. Respondents are asked to rate their agreement with various statements related to these subskills on Likert scales. The EBS provides insights into individuals' beliefs about science and can help educators and researchers to understand these beliefs influence learning and teaching practices in science. And the last one is epistemological beliefs about teaching and learning. This instrument, developed by Schumer, Aikman, Du, and Hara, 2010, assesses individuals' beliefs about teaching and learning, including the role of teacher, the importance of student participation, and the use of technology in the classroom. The respondents are asked to rate their agreement with um, various statements related to these aspects on Likert scale. The The EBTL provides insights into individuals' beliefs about teaching and learning and can help educators and researchers understand how these beliefs influence learning and teaching practices in various educational settings.
Utilizing and interpreting effective assessment results of epistemological beliefs in teaching and learning. Utilizing the results. First, we have identifying dominant beliefs. Analyze the data to see if students tend towards a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Are they comfortable with ambiguity or do they crave certainty? So, this analysis helps educators understand student approaches to learning. A student with a fixed mindset might get discouraged by challenges, while a growth mindset student sees them as opportunities to learn. Students with low ambiguity tolerance might benefit from clear instructions and rubrics, while those comfortable with ambiguity might thrive in open ended projects. By identifying these beliefs, educators can tailor their teaching styles to better support student learning. Next is tailoring instruction. Based on the dominant beliefs, adapt your teaching style. For students with a fixed mindset, emphasize effort and the process of learning. For those with a growth mindset, encourage exploration and questioning. By understanding your students' beliefs, you can create a learning environment that fosters growth and prepares them for the complexities of the real world. Next is promoting reflection. Use open-ended questions or journaling prompts to encourage students to reflect on their own beliefs about learning. This self-awareness can empower them to become more strategic learners. Formative assessment tool. Use effective assessment results alongside cognitive assessments to get a more holistic picture of student learning. Allow written responses or small group discussions to encourage participation without overwhelming the student. Encourage journaling about learning experiences and frustrations. Considering the context, it includes assessment instrument. The way a question is phrased or the format of the assessment can influence responses. For example, a multiple choice survey might not capture the full complexity of student beliefs compared to an open-ended journal prompt. Next is subject matter. Students might have different mindsets or comfort levels depending on the subject. Lastly is current mood. It also affects the student's emotional state and can affect their responses. Looking for trends. While individual responses can offer valuable insights, It's the overall patterns within the class data that reveal dominant beliefs. Look for trends in survey responses, recurring themes in journaling entries, or consistent observations during class activities. Avoiding oversimplification. A student might have a growth mindset in math, but a fixed mindset in history. They might be comfortable with ambiguity in some situations, but not others. The goal isn't to label students, but to understand the range of beliefs and preferences within your class. Combine quantitative data like surveys, multiple choice questions, or exit tickets with qualitative data through open-ended responses, interviews, observations, or journaling prompts to get a deeper understanding of student thinking.